Apologies for the delay. I had to eat some ice cream. It was very important. Thank you all for rioting. I appreciate it. I hope that your riots were good and you feel good about it. How is the volume of the fire in the background? I hope it's not too loud or upsetting. Because now we're just vibing. We're getting comfy and cozy. And we're just going to read some SCPs. Yes, I feel proud of my riding. Yeah, I saw you were riding over Sky. I saw. Riding's not going to change it. Riding won't change that fact. Lovely ice cream, yum, getting comfy. Yes, get comfy and cozy. Because now we're just going to sit back, relax. I'm going to move my fucking stupid thing, whatever this is called, phone, so I can just kind of lean here on the table like I did back in the day when I fell asleep on stream nearly. I'm just going to sit here, just going to read some SCPs, alright? Sit back, relax, and let's read about SCP-2316. Get comfy after I go get the garbage can and the mail. BRB, yes, absolutely, Violet. Enjoy your garbage can and mail time. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sky. I'm glad you like that one. I also am very fond of that one. Because I thought about it, I was like, man, this is some silly, stupid bullshit. Oh wait, this is my piss bottle. Bless you. So, the following file describes a Keter class anomalous cognitohazard and is level 4, 2316 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden. Item number 2316. Level 4, secret. Containment class, Keter. Disruption class, Kinnick. Risk class, danger. Cognitohazard warning. The following file contains images and text that are carriers for anomalous cognitohazardous influences. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Due to this, it is imperative that all personnel accessing this file be certified as having a cognitive resistance value of no less than 14.5. Should you fail an automated CRV verification, please remain calm and do not move. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Run adjusted tonal variance processor. Processing complete. Results displayed below. Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits. And here we have an image of what appears to be a very foggy lake with a little island in the center, littered with pine trees. Nice imagery. Good stuff. Very powerful. Special containment procedures. Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel to approach SCP-2316. Observation of SCP-2316 must only be carried out by remote dummy probes, utilizing video and audio recording equipment. Only those personnel adequately rated for exposure to cognitohazardous anomalies may review footage and audio of SCP-2316. The lake in which SCP-2316 is located has been quarantined and fenced off, and is to be routinely patrolled by individuals who have not been exposed to SCP-2316 and have no prior knowledge of its characteristics. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Individuals who attempt to bypass the enforced quarantine must be apprehended and moved to Site-33 for a full cognitive influence screening. Individuals who come within 50 meters of the lake containing SCP-2316 are to be considered lost. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. I I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Run adjusted tonal variance processor. Processing complete. Results displayed below. Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits. I like this one. I'm not sure where it's going, but it's kind of spooky, and just the repeated phrasing and the cognito hazard and everything, it's good stuff. I like it. I like where this is. Description. SCP-2316 is the designation for an anomalous phenomenon existing within Redacted County. Redacted. SCP-2316 manifests as a group of human corpses. Footnote. Due to the nature of SCP-2316, it is uncertain how many individual corpses exist within the group. The number is currently estimated at 45, but has been estimated as high as 200 or more. Manifests as a group of human corpses floating in a small group at the surface of the water. The identities of these corpses are cognito hazard removed, automated change unknown, though DNA testing has been inconclusive. Love how you say redacted. I'm glad you enjoy that, Sky. I've been doing that. I do that in all my SCP reading streams, and I think I started actually while I was playing Control, because I streamed Control to some friends on Discord, and whenever I read anything with redacted stuff, I just kind of like, redacted. Because it's redacted, you know? It's important. It's important to properly redact. While SCP-2316 appears to be individual instances, it is theorized that SCP-2316 may instead be an entity composed of a collective consciousness. Individual instances of SCP-2316 do not act on their own, but do seem to be able to act collectively as a single unit. I know who they are. I know their names, each and every one of them. Don't you? The individual instances of SCP-2316 are unrecognizable, and you do not recognize the bodies in the water. Jeremiah Feynman, Arthur Scott, Denise Clark, Heart cognito hazard removed, automated message, edit locked. SCP-2316 hosts a powerful cognitohazardous effect, causing those who have viewed SCP-2316, are aware of certain parts of its nature, or who were enrolled in the cognitohazard removed, automated message invalid, to believe that the individual instances of SCP-2316 are human beings they recognize, typically from their childhood. They're lying. They know damn well who they are. The cognito hazard is real, but it's just their way of crying for help, of letting people know who they are, who they were. Attempting to come into contact with SCP-2316 instances by way of entering Lake Redacted, or touching an instance of SCP-2316, will cause other instances of SCP-2316 to appear. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. The additional instances only serve to reinforce and add to the strength of the cognito hazard. How can you not recognize the bodies in the water? Compelling affected individuals into the lake. Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost, and to date, none have been recovered. Addendum 2316.1 Interview. Data expunged. They don't want to show you, but I will. Below. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Run adjusted tonal variance processor. Processing complete. Results displayed below. Verification incomplete. User CRV is not within acceptable limits. User CRV influenced by active cognito hazards. Please stay still. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly. Terminal lockout. Addendum 2316.2 Invalid entry. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good fucking SCP. That's a good fucking SCP. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. That one's spooky. And like the way it slowly builds and the way like the random messages come through. Excellent. Incredibly well written. And I knew where it was going as soon as he got to the final check here. I was like, I know this is going. And I was like, yes, this is great. I love this. I'm hype. Beautiful. Alright. So that is this one. SCP-2316. Next up, we'll move on to SCP-2740. By order of the Overseer Council. I love when they use complicated codes in the article. Yeah, when they start playing around with that, it's pretty fun. Adds to the spooks. Get some good spooks out here. Some good spooks. You know, it is spooky season after all, so it just makes sense that we indulge in a few little spooky spooks here and there. By order of the Overseer Council, the following file describes a currently unknown and potentially dangerous reality-altering hazard, and is Level 3, 2740 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden. Item number 2740, Level 4, Secret. Containment Class, Euclid. Disruption Class, Vlam. Risk Class, Warning. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the nature of SCP-2740, any means of direct containment are currently unfeasible. Access to Redacted Street, Redacted, Indiana, is forbidden, and to be enforced by Foundation security personnel. Cover story Delta 4B, Gas Leak, is to be disseminated in Redacted, Indiana. I feel like I might have read this one, but I'm not positive. We'll keep going, though. Standard cognitohazardous object amnestic treatment is available to all personnel assigned to SCP-2740. Here's an image recovered from the family camcorder believed to be the interior of the Lee family attic. Date impossible to determine. A nice spooky dark attic. One of the A-frame ones too. Very excellent imagery. Good stuff. Description. The nature, appearance, and potential existence of SCP-2740 is uncertain. SCP-2740 is believed to possibly exist in the northwest corner of the attic, in the home of the Lee family at Redacted Street, Redacted, Indiana, a location roughly 6 miles from the ladder leading to it. Individuals attempting to approach the ladder leading to the attic will find themselves unable to do so, while individuals can approach the ladder and, in certain cases, even begin to climb it. Upon further inspection, it will always be discovered that these individuals did not in actuality do so. The reason for this is currently unknown. Additionally, it is uncertain if this effect exists at all. Research into this phenomenon is ongoing. The only information gathered regarding SCP-2740 has been done so through interviews with affected individuals. SCP-2740 appears to instill a sense of intense dread in any individual cognizant of it, although the reason for this is unknown. This effect begins upon entering the house at Redacted Street, or by becoming cognizant of SCP-2740 through discussion with other individuals affected by its anomalous nature. Interview 2740-A, Franklin Lee. Pretty sure I've read all this one, but I've already started, so I may as well finish it, right? Don't want to leave you all sitting there trembling, trying to figure out what happened here if you didn't already read it, if you're not familiar with it yourself. It'd be very rude of me. The following interview was conducted after the discovery of SCP-2740 with Franklin Lee, the owner of the home at Redacted Street, and patriarch of the Lee family. Interviewer, Dr. K. Dorset. Interviewee, Franklin Lee. Begin log. When did you begin to notice something was wrong? That's Dr. Dorset, by the way. Franklin Lee. Maybe, I don't know, it was years ago. It wasn't always like this, though. In the beginning, it was just something, you could ignore it.
I remember there would be times I would walk down the hall upstairs and just glance at it, get this feeling.
Can you describe the feeling?
Like there was something up there. Not that I could see it or anything, and we didn't hear anything either. The mood in the house changed, and we thought it was because No, it wasn't that.
Mr. Lee, who do you mean she?
Our oldest daughter, Olivia. She left when she was 17, and there were some other things going on then. We were going through some hard times. Olivia left to go live with my wife's sister. We haven't talked to her in years. I don't know. Maybe we did start to notice it then.
What did you originally notice?
The quiet. Everything was real quiet. Didn't sound like a house with 3 other kids, but I don't know. Just built up over time, right? After a while, I decided I needed to know. I needed to find out what was up there, what she had left.
Mr. Lee,
I tried. I can't tell you how many times I've tried. I'll begin climbing and open my eyes and I'll be back in bed or in the living room by the TV, and the feeling never goes away. I quit my job. I couldn't handle the stress. I couldn't explain it to anyone. Everybody thought I was crazy, but there were times I contemplated knocking the whole house down. I even signed the papers once, but then I called back and the company didn't exist anymore.
Why didn't you move?
You don't think we tried? It was like climbing that ladder. You get halfway up, you push open the door, and you can feel it, but then you're sitting at the kitchen table.
End log. This is redacted, but not hard redacted. Following this interview, Mr. Lee and his family were moved to Site 81 for holding an examination, with release pending further study of their mental condition. Yes, I did read this one, because I read through all of the SCPs held at Site 81. I'm fairly certain. Don't recall if I read this one. Maybe. I thought I finished off Site 81. It's also difficult to tell, I definitely read that one. Okay, so yeah, I finished up Site 81. So I'll just finish reading this anyways, because like I said, we already started. Why not continue? Interview 2740B. Yvette Lee. Access interview. The following interview was conducted after the discovery of SCP-2740 with Yvette Lee, the co-owner of the home at Redacted Street, and matriarch of the Lee family. Interviewer, Dr. K. Dorset. Interviewee, Yvette Lee. Begin log. Mrs. Lee, can you tell me anything about your husband? Anything about why your husband wasn't able to articulate any details about SCP-2740? Have you not been in the house, Dr. Dorset? I have not. My station. I know how to read. Shut up. My station has been here in our mobile facility. Then you can't understand. We've lived there for 20 years, and we can't do anything about it either. We've tried everything, but nothing works. We have reason to believe that you have entered the attic. Footnote. This information was gathered after discussions with the 3 young Lee children, each of whom referred to an event where their mother entered the attic, stayed for several minutes, and then descended. No other information was recovered regarding this event. On redacted. Can you confirm this? No, of course not. Mrs. Lee, this will be much easier if you can be honest with us. My husband and I, we've been good parents, but we fought with Olivia over so many things that seem inconsequential now, but it drove a wedge between us, and we all knew there was something festering in that space. She couldn't admit the mistakes that she had made. When she left, I could still feel the wedge, like it never went away. One night I woke up and heard her, and went to the ladder and climbed up into it and... I don't know. It wasn't Olivia. End log. Incident log 2740A. After interviews with Mr. and Mrs. Lee and their children, and with neighbors also affected by SCP-2740, all of whom were certain of the existence of SCP-2740, but uncertain of any other details. Several attempts were made to penetrate the attic, both manned and unmanned. In all cases, further investigation revealed that no attempts were actually made, regardless of the claims made by involved personnel stating otherwise. These attempts may have included direct access through the second-floor attic ladder, shaped charges situated at various points on the second-floor ceiling, drone access through the ladder opening, manned and unmanned access by cutting through the roof, and complete leveling of the home. As stated above, no records exist that any of these methods were actually attempted. Interview log 2740C, Olivia Lee. The following interview was taken after the eldest daughter of the Lee family, Olivia, was located in Readacting, working as a landscape contractor after changing her name to Rebecca Feldman. Interviewer, Dr. H. Garrett. Interviewee, Rebecca Feldman, aka Olivia Lee. Begin log. Dr. Garrett.
Ms. Feldman, what I want to discuss with you is a phenomenon associated with your parents' home, likely located in the upstairs.
Miss Feldman. The attic, I know. I thought somebody would come after me about that. I just didn't think it would be so soon.
Are you saying you're aware of this phenomenon?
I left my parents when I was a kid, Dr. Garrett. We had always fought. They weren't happy with the choices I had made, the things I believed in, the people I spent time with. There was anger there, so much anger. I thought it might suffocate me. When I left, I felt like I could breathe again. I never went back after that, but sometimes I can still feel it. You know how you feel when you're dreaming and you're trying to run from something, but you can't see it, and you don't know if it's really there, but you run anyway. That's how it feels.
What prompted you to leave your parents?
There was one night, we had a fight, and my dad was drinking, and Mom was even worse off at that point, and I had kept a knife under my pillow for a long time, in case something would happen, and they came into my room that night. I don't know what their intentions were, but I drew it and backed them into the wall. The whole thing felt like I was being choked, and that was the first time I heard it. Something moving above me. I dropped the knife and ran, and I didn't look back.
Do you know anything about what is in the attic, Miss Feldman?
There are always secrets, Doctor. There's only so much that hate can build up in a place before it starts hating you back. I don't know what's in the attic, or if there's anything up there at all. And I don't think I want to. End log. Yams! Hi Yams, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope that I was going to say weekend, but it's Friday, so it's kind of the weekend. I hope your week was alright. I hope that work wasn't too bad for you, that you've been able to rest, you've been eating, hydrating, treating yourself, taking care of yourself, loving yourself. It's always a delight to see you. You always brighten up the space when you show up. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you for stopping by. We're just relaxing now. I accidentally did a nearly 5-hour karaoke stream, so now we're just kind of relaxing, chilling out, all the good things, blankets, hot tubs, whatever you need to get relaxed, a little bit of fire in the background, and we're just reading some SCPs. Oh, it's been going lovely. How are you doing? It's been well. I accidentally sang 40 songs. I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. Because, sometimes you want to sing one song, and then you start singing another song, and then you just kind of trickles down from there. But it was good. I had an amazing day. Thank you so much. I would love to hear that. That is amazing. That's absolutely fantastic. You absolutely deserve amazing days practically every day. Love to hear that for you. Oh, I miss karaoke a little bit. You only missed like 5 hours of karaoke. I can show you the set list if you want to see. So you had fun singing. Always. I'm a menace. I can't stop myself from singing even if I wanted to. Here is the set list that you missed. Those are the songs I sang. There were quite a few new songs, quite a few songs I've not done before. So it was fun. Definitely messed up a couple. So do you, Viral. Thank you, Yams. You truly are the sweetest of potatoes. You, Yam. So yeah, I sang a little variety there. It was my first time, I think, singing Melt With You, Lou, My Sharona, What Are Words? It was my first time singing that. I think it might have been my first time singing Don't Trust Me. Same with Absolutely Story of a Girl, Pride in the Name of Love. I think I've sang Since You've Been Gone before. So many good songs. Yeah. Yeah, you yeah. Absolutely yeah, amazing. I think that was my first time doing Everything Is Awesome as well. Romance for Drinking Not Burning I've done before, but infrequently. There's also 2 Fuck Yous on here, I realized, but one is Fuck You by CeeLo Green, and one is Fuck You by Lily Allen. So they're 2 different Fuck Yous. It's not the same one. There was no encore. Because I Got High, that was my first time singing that. It was good, though. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Definitely messed up some stuff, but it was fun. We had a good time. Love it. That was cute. 2 Fuck Yous. There's 2 Fuck Yous. Oh, fuck you, I love you. Hi. Hello, Snake. How's it going? How was bike time? Mi hermano de alma, a charming, intelligent, wonderful wolf with a heavenly voice and a heart of gold. His name is Snake, and I guarantee you will love him. But not as much as I do, I'll fight you, I swear to God. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. How is it going, mi hermano? Did you have a fun stream? Did you do some big gamer wins? Some fantastic times? I hope so. Sorry I couldn't be there for very long. I was a little busy today. My time was absolutely fucking beautiful, full of love, passion, wholesomeness, and so much gaming. We did it all. So yeah, so it was a Snake stream, basically. Is what it was. Love that for you. Absolutely deserved. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Make sure you get some rest soon. Get yourself some food. Oh, you sang. Is your throat well enough to sing now? Sang were gamers, stories, side quests, happy tears, art. Of course. Was there new art, or was it? I know Yams made the bedtime story art, which, by the way, Yams is absolutely fucking phenomenal. It's so beautiful. All the little details, all the little strokes of genius in there. There's so many cubs, there's so many faces. And I remember you asking Snake if he wanted more or less. He said more, so you added more. And the trees in the background with the blossoms there, and the moon with the wolf, and everything. Everything is just so phenomenal. It's so beautiful. You did such a great job with it. You're so fucking amazing at art. Every piece of art you make is a blessing. It's a blessing to see, to view, to be in the area with you, to be around you in our lives. Bless you, Yams, the sweetest of potatoes, artist extraordinaire, and beautiful, wonderful human being. How has your stream been thus far? It's been good. I accidentally did 5 hours of karaoke stream. I didn't intend to. I was like, Toki had her stream today, her karaoke stream today, so I'm gonna sing a little bit. So we started off. There was some fucking around at the beginning with chat, you know how it is, and then I showed the 2 time capsule duets that I recorded for Toki's karaoke stream. We sang Dear Theodosia and Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman. So I showed off those. It was a good time. And then I just started singing some songs. I had a set list of 9 songs prepared because I just hit shuffle on QuvarTV playlist. And then as you can see, I kept singing. So I accidentally did 40 songs. It is what it is. But it was a fun time. We had a good time singing. And then I was going to sing more, but I realized that I was streaming for 5 hours already. So I ended with November Rain, because I was going to do another one after that. But I didn't, so went to BRB, I ate some ice cream quick, and then we came back, and now we're just comfy, cozy, relaxing, vibing. I see I have my blanket. I have my... Hold on, There we go. I have blankets, I have hot tub, I have crackling fire. We're just getting warm, nice and cozy, relaxing, and reading some SCPs. How was my rest for you today? Barbie should get lots of rest for you. Absolutely deserve it. Oh, thank you, yes. It wasn't too bad. Work was work. It was busy. It was one of the busy days. I also got my annual review today. It was my first proper annual review, which will feed into my merit raise. I don't know yet what my merit raise is, but I'm going to argue for a certain percentage that I think I deserve. We had a long discussion with my boss about where I stood in terms of an overall quality thing. because I had a certain perspective that didn't match with his perspective, but his perspective was based on a foundation that was very different from mine. So we kind of discussed it and came to an agreement on it. So I don't know if he thinks as highly of me as I think of myself, but he does clearly recognize my value as well. So we'll see where that goes for the actual raise, and I will argue to get what I need and what I deserve, which will be at least what I got last year, if not more. Other than that, I just got home, made some dinner, listened to Toki singing for a couple hours. It was wonderful, beautiful. She sang too much. She pushed herself too far, and her voice started hurting at the end. And I told her, just shut up. Just shut up. Stop singing. Stop. You're hurting yourself, please. So hopefully she's doing all right. Hopefully she's getting plenty of rest now. Y'all motherfuckers need to eat. Exactly. Snake, you need to eat. If you haven't eaten dinner yet, which I'm pretty sure you haven't, go get yourself some food. I mean, I wanted to try and test my throat. It was okay, so at least today was good. That's nice. What'd you sing? What'd you sing, Snake? You're very welcome, Yams, always. Yams masterpiece, and also Lucy's sexier. Ah, yes, with the mesh and the I don't know how to describe it, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. It was very good. I was poking in your stream once in a while to see how things were going. I'm glad that it was all going well, and Lucy did a wonderful, fantastic job of making you sexy as hell. Though it's not difficult because it's you. Thanks, me too. Oh, Yams. She got the Wuvar virus. You got turned to cute one day. We all will. In some way. We're all gonna become Wuvar. Everybody listen to Stream Elements. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, resting, drinking water, eating, all the good things. Be kind to yourselves, please. For Stream Elements, okay? And me. To use Wuvar. So happy to hear you've been having a wonderful time streaming. What flavor ice cream was it? It was just my last dilly bar. So it's just a chocolate dilly bar, and it was tasty. Although I do have some paintball ice cream in the freezer, which is like a cake batter ice cream with little colored cookie dough chunks. It's pretty tasty. Beautiful Kuvar stream. A little bit. Because I started by saying I was sleepy, so I was going to do a short stream and just kind of like hang out and vibe and relax, and then I sang 40 songs and got a little chaotic at times, but now we're nice and chill, keeping it even keeled. It's totally fine. Good Wolf, I'm gonna go get dinner. Yes, go get your food. Go get your food. And your review. Let's go wish the best of luck and hope you get it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Raise money. Deserve all the money. I will get plenty of money because I'm going to be working 120 hours of overtime the next 3 weeks. So I'll get plenty of money from that. Yes, Lurk. Sang 3 Yakuza songs. Ah, nice. So like Cinderella, Bakumatai, and something else I don't know. 24 hours in a row. Those are the only 2 that I know off the top of my head. So big and so smexy. Did Thanks Me Too get you? Hope it warmed your heart. It did. You always find a way to warm my heart, Yams. 120 hours. Yes. Yes, because next week I'll be working 5 13-hour shifts. Then I'm including travel time because I'm traveling to California for work. So there's going to be a 6-hour flight, which counts. I do get paid for that. Then I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 14 days straight, 12 hours each day. Then I'll have a 10-hour flight back home. And all of that will be paid for. So that'll be my next 3 weeks. So I may be able to stream next week Saturday, possibly. But I'll be leaving at 7 in the morning on Sunday for my flight. So it'll be a relatively short stream probably on Saturday, but I will not be able to stream likely until at least September 10th, because it's gonna be a lot of work. Though I did mention it once, I might try to do a stream from California on my phone, like just a silly mobile stream, which would probably just be chatting. I could maybe do like some scuff karaoke, but I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. But it'd be something maybe, so I'll consider that. I do take care. I always take care, Yams. Do not worry for me. I'm invincible and unstoppable. I have no breaking point. Plenty of money, buy me a Harry Potter one then? Okay, sure. Do you want Phoenix Feather, Unicorn Hair? I don't remember much of the other ones. I know there's a couple different kinds. Coming over here? Yeah, I'll be in California for 2 weeks. I'll be in like the northern half of California. I have been to Long Beach before. That was years ago. Fucking insane. Thanks, me too. No, 2 new ones. Ooh. Acoustic Bakumitai, Tonight, and EG Sakura 200. All ones I don't know. Lovely. I hope they're beautiful. Love that for you. Hope the flight isn't too bad. We'll see. It's all going to be relatively new because I've never properly booked flights for myself or a rental car. I've never flown by myself. I've never been away from my home for more than a week. So it's going to be a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff, but it should be fine. Thank you. You need sleep? I do sleep. I'll sleep after stream, too. Please just take it easy and stay safe, you. Don't work so hard. It's okay. I won't be working that hard. I can support the world on my back. I have wide shoulders. Go live in Florida instead. You fucking sleep. I will sleep. I got plenty of sleep. I got like 4 hours yesterday. Please don't work like a Japanese worker. I will not. I will not. Do not worry over me. Everything's okay. No death marches. I hope everything goes well for you. It will be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you. Hello, sweet. Welcome. I think it's bedtime for you, sweet. It's pretty late. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope everything was fantastic and beautiful. Yes. Yes, Snake, you say hi, and then you get distracted like he does. But yes, go eat. Go get yourself some food, Snake. It's important. Planes are scary. They can, they can be. I actually didn't find planes that scary myself. Because I've flown a couple times. And to me, it just seemed like a very, very large bus in the sky. So like, I didn't mind it too much.
Oh fuck, I'm getting raided.
I'm
What do I
fucking
do?
getting raided. What do I do? Hey Cougar, rolling in with 6 aboard the love train. People of the world, join hands, start a love train. A love train. What buttons did I hit? Hold on, shit. What did I do? What hopple? Thank you, Cougar, for the raid. How are you doing? Here, let me give you a funny shout out. There you go. Oh, you're doing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nice. You have some big gamer wins. I hope you had a wonderful, fantastic stream. Thank you for entrusting your community with me. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to the QuvarTV show. I'll be your Kuvar for the evening. I do a lot of things. I play a lot of video games at QuvarTV, in fact. Many different flavors and tastes. Whatever you like, I probably like to in some way. I also sing a lot, though I'm not a hashtag karaoke streamer. I just love music, and I did 5 hours of karaoke earlier in this stream. But I also read a lot, which I'm doing now, is we're just relaxing and reading SCPs. I'm a writer by nurture, if not by nature, but most of all what we do here is we fuck around and find out. Welcome, I hope you have a wonderful day. Not here, totally sleeping. Yes, sweet. I already sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow earlier today, so I don't know if I can do it again. I don't know if I have it in me. But if you need me to, I can. I'm gonna love flying along Kuvar. It's so liberating. I'm probably gonna, like, download some videos on my phone to watch and maybe have my Switch. I think I have a 2-hour layover for the first flight and a 4-hour layover for the second one. I don't know, it should be okay. The first night I'm there, I'm actually going to be going to dinner with some of the other people who are there for the support for the facility. Nobody I know, so it'll be a nice little get-together with complete strangers who probably have no idea that I'm an anime boy. 4 hours is a lot. It's a lot. And y'all motherfuckers need to sleep. Y'all motherfuckers need to sleep. Y'all motherfuckers need to eat too. It's true. Take care of yourselves. Bus in the sky. I'll picture that now. Absolutely. Thank you. Smash Night raid. Smash Night was very interesting tonight. How so, Cougar? Well, hop on. Did you have some good fights? Some good gaming times? Oh, it was fantastic for you. Try street tacos when you're over here? I absolutely will. I make street tacos myself sometimes with a certain marinade that I don't remember all the ingredients in it. But I've actually been making it with chicken thighs more often now. I used to make it with some like steak strips, but chicken thighs are really good for street tacos. Then we just use avocado, cilantro, lime juice, red onion. Very simple, but very tasty. But I'll absolutely look around and see if I can find any nearby me. Very funny moments. Nice. Love that for you, Cougar. Fantastic. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do at least try to get a... What is it? Is it In-N-Out Burger? Is that in California? I don't think I've had In-N-Out Burger yet. So I want to try that if that's out there. Or is it Whataburger? No, it's In-N-Out Burger. Whataburger's south? I don't recall exactly. But I'm going to do that. I'll try to find some street tacos somewhere. I will take all of your advice. And yeah. Sure. I'll message you when I'm out there. Be like, yo, Yams, what am I supposed to do? Where am I? This is where I am. Here's what I'm doing. Help me. Hello, DCC Pad Get a Polar Bear. You know, how's it going? It's doing relatively alright. We're kind of chilling tonight. It's a nice, chill, relaxed stream. Just reading some SCPs now because I sang for 5 hours earlier, 40 songs. How are you doing? Are you having a good night? Thank you for stopping by. I'm having a wonderful, beautiful time. Did you come with the Cougar raid? They're everywhere. Nice. I'll find one. Doing good. I was Cougar's guest tonight. Nice. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. That is way better than bad, and that's fantastic, and I love that for you. I hope you had a great time with Cougar. Thanks for stopping by. Try my very best to help and recommend. Please feel free to DM. I'm more than happy to help.
Ding dong. Hello.
Ding dong. Hello. Hello, DCC Padgetta Polar Bear. I said it right the first time. Thank you for joining the Couv Army. There's no turning back. You're mine now. Why is my little Elmo so small? Why is my little Elmo so small? I don't understand. He's so small there. You never asked what time are you in. I'm in Central Time, Spider. Central Bestral, as they say, or as I say. I might be the only person who says Central Bestral, but I'm in Central Time. Central North American Time. Welcome to the Couv Army. If you want, you can call me Polar Bear. Sorry about Stream Elements. Stream Elements gets a little uppity sometimes because I'm not a bear. I just dress like one, I swear. So Stream Elements likes to try to defend me. Or Padge, either.
Oh fuck! I'm
getting raided. What do I do? People are, it's Noro raiding with 7 aboard the love train. People of the world, join hands, start a love train, oh. Oh no, I did SI. Oh shit, you didn't see it. Shut up. You saw nothing. It's fine. I know how to type. Hello, Noro. How's it going? Oh, you're making some art? I always love your art. It's so fun to see. I still have the bean that you made me like a year ago. How are you doing, Noro? Thank you for the raid. Thank you for entrusting me with your community. Did you have a fun stream? I hope you did well. And I hope that you are able to rest soon. Eat if you haven't. Take care of yourself. And welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the QuvarTV show. I will be your Kuvar for the evening. I was named after the show, not the other way around. I play a variety of video games, all kinds of different tastes and flavors. If you like it, I probably do too, in some way. I also sing a lot. In fact, I sang for 5 hours earlier today, 40 songs, karaoke. Though I'm not a #karaoke streamer, I just love music. I also read a lot. As you can see, I'm reading SCPs here in a nice cozy environment. Getting fucked! Get fucked! Somebody's getting fucked! Get fucked! Thank you for the Somebody's Getting Fucked Sky. I read a lot. I'm a writer by nurture, if not by nature. Most of all we do here is we fuck around and find out. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thanks for stopping by. Made you what? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was a bean. It was a bean. You're making beans. Bean arts. Hold on. Hold on, I got this. I know what to do here. I know how this works. Oh, the Cougar, okay, yeah, you remember? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking for people to make beans of. Yeah, I still have that saved in my art folder. I'll never forget it. Thank you, Padge, for the I'm not a bear. But the truth of the matter is, Padge, I am not a bear. I just dress like one. I swear. And if that's not evidence enough, I don't know what is. I'm definitely not a bear. Beans! Thank you for the bongos. Anyways, we were at the tail end of this SCP, so let's finish this off quick. We're almost there. At the conclusion of this interview, Ms. Feldman was detained by Foundation personnel, pending further investigations of her claims. Currently, it is believed that Olivia Lee does not exist, nor has ever existed. The information in interview log 2740C is undergoing further examination. Oh, and there's a story to go along with it. Right, I remember. Okay, well, read the story, because I did this already once, but we'll do it again, because we're already going through it. They call it hydration, not low-dration. Drink. Thank you, Sky. You know what? It's Love and Friday Day. All right, absolutely. For Sky. Sky is getting loved on hard today. This will be her third I love you for the day. Thank you, Yams, for redeeming I love you for Sky. Sky. I know sometimes it feels like the world is crumbling around you. But know that that's just a perception. The reality is, you have a foundation of friends and power and love and care that is there to support you and to build you up. It's okay if you're not strong sometimes. That's okay. It's okay to be weak sometimes. A moment of weakness does not make you weak, it makes you human, and sometimes there is great strength to be derived from weakness. So lean on us when you're not strong. We'll all carry on. Though you do have power on your own still, and under that power, you have marched through so much desolation to carve yourself out a niche for yourself of love, entertainment, fun, friends. And you're doing so well, and you only get better by the day. Sky, I love you, and I'm proud of you. All the love. Don't worry, Streelmans, you're doing fine. I appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. So this is a little short story related to that SCP we just read, in which Olivia Lee may not exist. I had parents once. They were fighting over something with me frequently. I can't remember what it was we ever fought over, but I can always feel the dread from them. Nice to think they were probably fighting with themselves, and I got roped into it. Maybe if I at least thought like that, part of the blame wouldn't be on me. Ridding myself of that responsibility makes everything afterwards easier to cope with, right? One night, I ran away. I had to back them into a corner with a knife just to escape from it, but I ran. Something was different about that night. That much I'm sure of. My parents could feel it too. I watched them as much as I could while getting out of the house, and they never looked me in the eyes during it all. Not once did I look back as I sprinted away. For a few years after, I managed to live with some kind of peace. I changed my name, got a new job, made friends, found a place to live with my aunt for a while before having my own space. There were oddities in spite of all that. I was still carrying that weight of my experiences around. But something else latched onto that. A sense of dread and fear, I think. It's hard to put into words, but it was something more than that. Even with my friends, I'd approach all interactions with some kind of caution, as if I'd have to run away from them as well. Being a landscape contractor helped distract me from that, but as time went by, the way I went about things felt, well, have you ever had something loom over you, threaten to overwhelm your senses? It just took its sweet time with it. And now, this is for you, Uvar. Oh, Yams. You're precious. Thank you for the I love you for me. Oh, and I guess I can incorporate Sky's message here. QuvarTV. He is not a bear, and he does not burp, but he does sometimes, I guess. He's so big and so strong. How to honor the one who helped so much. Sky lacks the linguistic skills to thank you and express your thanks. Thank you for guidance and comfort, for being honest. A crystal most fine. The purity of my soul might shard the sunlight itself. But a huge pillar of emotional support to me. Your streets become a safe space for me and a reprieve from my troubles. Content truly is fantastic. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Sky. I appreciate it. But I'm not a bear. I just trust the one. I swear. So I am Kuvar. I am Wuvar. I am a man with incredible passion. I love deeply, strongly, powerfully. Never-ending love. Everlasting love, even. And that permeates everything that I do with my life. I provide a lot of things for people. As Sky said there, I provide a safe place, a place to feel warm, to feel loved, to feel safe, to feel at home. I provide laughter, joy, smiles, a lot of silly, stupid bullshit, nonsense. Controlled chaos that can be fun to indulge in from time to time. I provide songs and rhymes, and I provide my time. Because time is precious, and so are all of you, everybody here who spends any modicum of your time with me. I cannot say enough about how much it means that what you see in me is something I'm learning to see in myself. Perhaps not to the extent of what you see, but the fact that you're willing to take as much time to spend with me for so many hours and so many days, that your eyes are on me, your hearts are with me, you're listening to my words, my cadence and rhythm. It means a lot, and I really appreciate that you see me in that way. And I see you too. People like... I'm gonna turn it around now, because you're not getting out of this just with laying one down and sky on me, Yams. People like Yams, who carry with them such incredible, powerful energy, who love so much, who love so much and so powerfully, who cares so much about so many people, and spreads that love around to everybody. You have such an energy about you. You have such a Yams about you. You are so sweet, and so powerful, and so loving. You're an incredible artist, but more than all of that, you are you. And there's nothing more that you need to be other than you. Because you are more than enough. Just you. And well, as we've discussed before, not everybody has the same tastes. Your flavor is one that I will never tire of. That I'll always smile when I see you. I'll always feel warm and light and bright when you're around. You are a bright spot in my life. And my life is richer for having you in it. Thank you, Yams, for being here, for being around, for existing in the way that you do, any and every day. I love you, and I'm proud of you. Welcome back, Cougar. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How's it going? It's going well. We're reading SCPs. We just finished 2740, and now we're reading a short story that is tied to that. And once we get done with this, I think next up we're going to read 2718 SCP. Just reading some SCPs out here. It's a good time. You provide so much. We appreciate you dearly. Thank you. I just give a little bit. I'm a giver in some ways, like that book worth the apples. That's how that works. How dare it's not for me. It's my stream. I'm in control of all of this. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. No worries. Thank you dearly, Roar. I love you and I'm proud of you. Thank you for being. Thank you so much, Yams. The sweetest of potatoes. So precious. And with that being said, we can get back to reading. Nights eventually started to get worse for me. My dreams gradually drifted towards one single recurring one. When they started, it'd probably be at the tail end of the dream, or maybe just involving one element. I've always been frightened regardless, and for the past however many months it's always been the same. I'm back at my house again. Everyone is sleeping. My parents, siblings, even the pet dog, though I can't remember if we had one anymore. I never started out in different places, though, always, without fail, the same place. Right in the main hallway on the second floor, with only two places to go. The bedroom, or forward. But I can never go in my bedroom. Either the door is locked. Did the door ever have a lock? I can't see why. Or I just can't get through the open passageway. So there's only forward. And forward is the ladder to the attic. The attic always creeped me out, up until the time I had left the house. I could never get near the ladder without being a bit repulsed by it, and, as far as I knew, no one ever stored anything up there. But it's different this time. There's more to it. A sense of loathing from myself, and hate from somewhere. And fear, and, well, there's no accurate words. I don't think it's something someone would ever experience in their lives. It's another kind of emotion altogether. For the first time ever, I climb up the ladder, my feet feeling heavier and harder to lift. I can feel my stomach twist and my head pulse erratically. I don't want to go up there, yet I have no choice but to go up there. I never have the choice to turn back. It's always forward. The ladder is only 12 rungs. I've been counting for a couple of years now. Yet the flow of time seems to get slower and slower with each rung until it nearly stops altogether at the top. Finally, I make it in. And I look in. I see the attic. The other thing that keeps repeating in these dreams is that I never can see what's in there, or remember. I see something, but I don't know what that something is, or if it's anything at all. There's a force, but there's no force to really sense in there. It's empty in there. That's what I hope for. That every time I go up into the attic, there's nothing there. Despite that, there's always something about it that fills me with worry and terror. I can't help but stare into the attic, looking around to see what's brought me there. And I realize I never climbed up it at all. There's only forward to go, so I'm forced to go back up. Maybe this time I catch a glimpse of my parents, sleeping with their heads buried into the wall, lights obscuring them from my vision completely. I still can't go into there or talk to them. There's only the ladder, the attic, and whatever is waiting for me in there. And for the first time ever, I climb up into the attic, feet feeling heavier and harder to lift, stomach twisting, head pulsing. Eventually, I wake up, having never climbed the ladder at all. Of course, I know I climbed the ladder, yet I can't ever get up there. Though I know I did. Nothing's waiting for me. That's the ideal, but I can feel it. Something I must have left behind. Occasionally, I'll even dream about my parents trying to climb it. My mom did once. I'm afraid to know what she saw. I've had the urge for a while now to go back home and visit my parents. In one of my more final and relatively normal dreams, I think, I went back there. It was Christmas, and I wanted to at least see my parents one more time, to clear the air up and make things better for all of us. I snagged a few gifts for my parents and siblings on the way. It took me almost half a day of driving to get there. Home wasn't like I remembered it, though. Everyone had acted like I never existed to begin with. They remembered me wistfully, as if I never had a full life with them to begin with. The attic is still there, too. I felt myself stepping towards the attic, going to climb the ladder. So this is one of those stories that doesn't have a definitive answer, a definitive end to it. It's just kind of vaguely spooky and fun. I like it. It's a good time. And now we're done with that, which means we can move on to a new one. One that I haven't read yet. SCP-2718. Which, as you can see here, is item number SCP-2817-07-576 redacted. Who knows? It could be anything. Catastrophic abort at D09E2AD2. 9. Handle not found. Special containment procedures. SCP-2718-2817-14 is a Damarung class cognitohazard. All personnel, regardless of clearance, are forbidden to expose themselves to the description of this article under any circumstances. Do not tamper with this warning without Damarung clearance. Do not discuss the existence of this article with any person. No disciplinary action will be necessary, provided you close this article now and clear your browser cache. Atypical software measures have been used to mitigate the risk of accidental exposure. It is only by an unfortunate coincidence of extremely low probability that you have stumbled across this entry at all. No disciplinary action will be necessary, provided you close this article now and clear your browser cache. Since creation, only the Special Containment Procedures section of this record has ever been editable, due to the clearance of the file's original author and anomalous database limitations in effect. This record can neither be deleted nor effectively redacted. Access restrictions cannot be applied to the data in any reliable way. Of course, access restrictions can still be enforced. It is now too late to close this article. Do not discuss the existence of this article with any person. Notify the help desk that your workstation has Dameron contamination. Shut off your monitor and seek immediate amnestic treatment. The following conditions shall constitute a breach: exposure to any part of the description, however briefly; failure to close this article within 18 seconds of exposure without code word clearance. Shut off your monitor now. Notify the breach desk that you and your workstation have Dameron contamination. Await MTF processing. Not closing the files. Hashtag Quvar's a bad boy. I'm naughty. Telling all of us about this article. Quvar's a bad boy. Naughty. I'm naughty. Uh-oh. Oops. There are some people who are also Dameron contaminated now because of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Will you ever forgive me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please? Please? It's just a widow Dameron contamination. Just a widow Dameron contamination. It's nothing serious. I'm sorry. You'll forgive me, right? You wouldn't punch a guy with glasses. I'm just a widow guy. I'm just a widow guy. Thank you, Yams, for contributing to the Kink Tier List Eyes Emoji Challenge. I appreciate it. Talking about dirty. It's all clean, right? All the kinks there are clean. Maybe? I don't know. Naughty bear breaking rules. I'm not a bear. I just dress like one. I swear. You made us all dirty too. God damn it. We're all a little dirty together. But I am in a hot tub. So I'll be okay, probably. It'll all wash away. There we go. Nice. Thank you, Yams, for contributing. I appreciate it. We're getting closer every day. Nearly 25% of the way there. Dang. It'll be a while before that's done, though, considering I'm not going to be able to stream for 3 weeks. But it's fine. I have Dameron eyes. You are subject to summary termination by Trinitite class mimetic if you proceed past this point. Oh shit, there's a lot of information here. Don't dehydrate and faint in that hot tub, Uvar. I'll be fine. I'm just a little warm. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay. 3 weeks, I'm gonna miss you. I'll miss you too, Yams, but I'll be in contact, because I'll need your support in figuring out what I'm getting from In-N-Out Burger and what kind of street tacos I'm looking for. Don't worry. Do not miss me much. I will not be gone long, and I'll always be around. But thank you. You're very sweet. Agent instructions. The breach to which you are responding has already been mostly contained by an automated system, and containment will be complete when you restart this terminal. However, your orders are to attempt to improve the current containment procedures by any means possible, within the time allotted to you. You've been temporarily granted administrative network access from this terminal. Use any resources you deem necessary to fulfill your mission, but do not expose yourself to the cognito hazard in the description. The following technical details will help you in your task. As noted above, this article ignores the delete command. It cannot be extricated from the database without extensive collateral corruption of other critical systems. Instead, the containment strategy is to minimize the probability of a user discovering this entry by chance. To this end, an unhaltable mainframe process, ID 9000013, repeatedly switches the ordinal designation of this article with that of another randomly selected entry. Normally, when 2 article numbers are exchanged for administrative purposes, the 2 entries disappear from the index momentarily. A kernel exploit of processor erratum 23 allows us to delay completion of the subroutine by deeply recursing the article, renumbering with an intentionally terrible algorithm, currently bubble sort, stooge sort, bogo sort, against a known corrupt stack in extended memory until the thread aborts catastrophically. The index swap completes and the process restarts. This artificially inserts a delay on the order of 10 to the power of 17 clock cycles between visibility, when a link to this article becomes momentarily visible and accessible from the article index before the process repeats. Breach will only occur in the unlikely event that a user with index privileges loads the main list at precisely the correct moment and, despite need-to-know best practices, follows the link to this entry, ignores the warnings, and reads past the first paragraph. The intervals between visibility are indeterminate but finite. On average, the interval will grow larger, by order O times the power n to the power of 2, as the number of available articles grows, but shorter as the mainframe's hot-swappable processors increase in flops. This kludge has a gravely serious side effect. The SCP article randomly selected for the swap also disappears from the list for the same period of time, until reappearing under a new ID. While O5 has authorized this detrimental effect as an acceptable consequence of containment, you are ordered not to verify it through the chain of command, as no other living person is currently aware that this article, this process, or this authorization exists. If validation is required, an inline O5 authorization of this order follows. Begin authorization key block, version 12.1.0.007, PFZEFWCACRTLZFK/K2C7, Y9JZ89AVPAV799BCVSASYQ MMOQNEWAKRE5+LA. Alright, okay. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm not gonna be that silly. And authorization key block. Damn, you got unlucky getting this one. I got very lucky. Or unlucky. We're all going to be absolutely tortured? I don't know what happens here. We'll find out. Because we may be subject to summary termination by Trinitite class mimetic if we proceed past this point. But guess what, gamers? We're proceeding past this point. Big, bold, Damarung eyes only. I can't click on it. Unless I keep scrolling. Gamers. Editor's note. I had to throw that kill sprite together in a hurry. The one constructed and installed by my predecessor was clearly defective, instead of the donkey kick I expected from a standard inoculation interdiction. I barely registered minor eye strain. Of course, under the circumstances, I suppose we're limited, aren't we? To a contaminated workstation and barely adequate tools. Anyway, if you survive that mimetic, hopefully it's because you have code word clearance, and not because I didn't get it right either. In that case, you're probably boned pretty bad, and I apologize for not killing you in time. But cut me some slack. When we looked them up 90 minutes ago, the only procedures for this code word read, randomly select one mainframe qualified coder from the Experimental Containment Research Group with Level 3 clearance, supply the designee with a Behemoth-class amnestic, and dispatch them to the affected terminal. They will find instructions there. If they fail to complete their task within 2 hours, or if, upon return, they can remember the year or name the current U.S. president, terminate. Guess what? That's a pretty small subset of personnel to choose randomly from. Well, Spock smashes scissors, but paper disproves Spock. So now in return for containment duty, I get to blow a sizable chunk of my life out of my skull. At least I don't have to remember them processing the looky-loo who caused this breach. Assuming you're ECRG like me, you've never heard of Damarung before today either. Here's what I can tell you. From the look of the source code and comments, you're probably the 4th or 5th to respond to this thing since inception. I made a couple of minor edits to the documentation above, but mostly spent my time trying to slow the algorithm with the worst patterns I could think of. In the end, I was only able to de-optimize the existing recursion by a factor of 2. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about the underlying hardware or how often users follow unfamiliar links from the main list to guess how much difference that makes. I'm sure on first implementation, they thought they had 5, maybe 10 years between breaches. But I know for a fact they've introduced at least one quantum processor to the grid, which will deprecate this approach faster than you can say redacted. Hopefully you've got a better idea for a slower algo than I or the last 3 did. Maybe upgrade to a quantum bogosort of the article numbers. On this hardware, that might technically be an XK
Ding dong,
algorithm.
hello.
Ding dong, hello. Hello, Sam J 1999. Thank you for joining the QuvarTV. There's no turning back. You're mine now. I hope you enjoy your stay here. How are you doing today? Are you reading SCP? I am reading SCPs, Sam J. We did some karaoke earlier for 5 hours. And now we're just kind of vibing, relaxing with a fire, a nice cozy blanket, a nice warm, relaxing hot tub, and reading some SCPs. Lovely to see you. Nice. Welcome to the QuvarTV. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're sweet. I do that sometimes. I do as well. There was a time I had a week off from work, and I meant to do things during that week off, but then at one point I was like, oh, I'm just going to read an SCP. And next thing I knew, I spent a day and a half just reading SCPs. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Have you tried this week's World Wide Web Hunt? I'm unfamiliar with that. I don't know what the World Wide Web Hunt is. Is that related to the SCP website? I mostly just read them casually for fun from time to time, so I don't know if there's anything there that I'm unfamiliar with. It's like an online scavenger hunt. It sounds neat. Super fun. Yeah, it does sound kind of fun. I'm totally unfamiliar with it, but it sounds kind of neat. Just bounce around the internet and try to find what you're looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. There's a song that goes that way, but I can't remember right now. I'm pretty sure it's U2. I sang Pride in the Name of Love earlier today. In the name of love, what more in the name of love? Where was I? Yeah. Have you been doing it, Sam? Fuck you, how dare you start reading when I leave? What do you mean? What happened? Puppy, you're busy. What are you doing? Did you leave because I was doing too much karaoke and then you didn't think I was going to do SCP reading? Of course I was. Of course I am. It's SCP reading time. I did 5 hours of karaoke. Now we're going to do some amount of time of SCP reading. I don't know. It's okay, puppy. The VOD will always be there. The VOD will always be there. You're safe. Fuck you. I hope everything's going well for you, puppy. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Where was I? Might technically be an XK algorithm and therefore forbidden. I don't know. I've used up most of my time already, and I can't risk another recompile in the few minutes remaining before I have to commit these changes and wash down this stick of dynamite with warm, backwashy Mountain Dew. Andrew's out. Enjoy your lurk, puppy. You're absolutely invisible and nobody can see you. Headbang! Thank you for the puppy headbangs, Cougar. P.S. I guess I got to thinking my brain was hosed either way, so what the hell. And I don't know why, but I just went ahead and did it. Couldn't help myself, really. Resist the urge. It's clearly a fridge-class cognito hazard, and it's already starting to sink in, so this horse pill better work right quick. Well, I also happen to be a very curious man, so we're going to play the description. If you do not wish to be exposed to this cognito hazard, then I suggest that you mute the tab for a period of time as we listen in to the description. Focus, more like fuck us. Am I right, gamers? Hashtag fuck us. I am focusing, puppy. I'm very focused. You too. Alright, here comes the description. Begin recording. Microphone tapping. Wait, hold on. I can do this. Is this thing on? Chair sliding. Squeak. I'm on carpet with a rolling chair. I can't do a chair sliding noise.
There you go, ma'am. This interpreter is new technology, but it will allow you to forego the use of a keyboard for article creation. Just speak naturally in the microphone. We can go back and revise any errors after you've finished.
I don't think so, young man. There won't be time. This must also be a permanent record. Access restricted to L3s and up. Can you prevent anyone from tampering with this entry later?
Anyone, ma'am?
Anyone and everyone. You understand me? If there's ever but one article left in the database, this had better be it.
Well, I'm not senior enough to select the most appropriate technique to accomplish that. Maybe if we got Gebhardt involved.
I want you to make an executive decision. I'm confident in your ability. We cannot delay.
Okay. There's a mechanism I could take advantage of. It's actually designed to protect against anomalous data corruption, but it would have the effect you're looking for. If you're certain, ma'am, I could make this section of the article right once and splice it into the database runtime. However, that means no editing whatsoever will be possible. If you misspeak, you'll just have to clarify and keep going.
Very well. Do so. Fortunately, I'm a world-class dictator.
For the degree of security you have in mind, ma'am, I'll need to borrow your credential token. Thank you. One moment, please.
Keyboard sounds.
There. That's done it.
You've been very helpful. That will be all. For your own safety, I'm ordering you to obtain amnestic treatment as soon as possible. Enough to forget this entire morning. Do you understand?
I, do?
Good. You will likely be subjected to enhanced interrogation within a day or two. It will go easier for you if you have no memory of this.
Oh boy.
As a literal token of my gratitude for your loyalty, why don't you hold on to those credentials? I won't be needing them. If you act quickly, I suspect you can think of a way to put them to good use before they are revoked and you are detained.
Yes, ma'am.
Now go. I foresee that you have a fine career ahead of you. We will not speak again.
Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye.
My name is Miriam Prather. I have been 057 for 77 years. I will remain so for perhaps 7 minutes more. That is not enough time to devise adequate special containment procedures myself. I leave that to you. Over the course of my tenure, I have witnessed 19 distinct anomalous methods to restore life. The devices and entities responsible take vastly different forms, but when you look past the science, the magic, the razzle-dazzle, there are fundamentally two broad but simple categories. The first type is replication, whereby a clone, simulacrum, or other copy is made of the subject's mind and body as it existed at some point during life. The second sort is temporal. With this approach, the space-time paths of the subject's constituent particles are reversed, and events literally undone, until the subject is restored to a functional state. These two categories have a crucial commonality. The restored individual has no memory or experience of death. To put it another way, despite 2.4 million years of hominid speculation, Foundation records contain no reliable first-hand testimony regarding what happens to us after we die. We have other sources of information, naturally, but in light of recent events, I believe that the SCPs we have interrogated on this topic over the years are guilty of either ignorance or deceit. For you see, we invented an exception. 6 months ago, we resurrected Roger Sheldon. formerly 0511, with a novel procedure. The theoretical groundwork had existed for some time, but for a litany of reasons, the complexity of the process, the technical skill required, the systemic risks, not to mention the enormous cost, only direst need justified the attempt. At 73, Roger was the youngest overseer when he died. He had two habits that were peculiar for an 05, only marginally tolerated by the rest of us at the time, and now forbidden. The first was an obstinate refusal to fortify, as we call it, to enhance his longevity with the supplements available to those of our station. The second was a penchant for taking his holidays unannounced and in utter solitude. When his stroke ended him 18 years ago, he was perched on a rocky promontory above marine iguana nesting grounds on Espanola Island. It took 14 years to find his remains. We would not have gone on looking for so long but for two reasons. He kept on his person a certain key, of which I shall not say more, except that it could not be allowed to stay lost, and that he held in his brain a secret word, without which we could not replace him. The alternating Galapagos rains and bright sun, and perhaps hawks, had reduced him to a moldering ruin of bone fragments and only the stubbornest sinew. The recovery crew used brooms and bags to collect as much of him as remained. The artifact was retrieved, to our relief, but we are still faced with the daunting task of extracting his shibboleth. With so little original material to work with, none of the time-tested methods of recovery were feasible. It distresses me to say so, but it is unlikely that any records of our methodology will survive the impending purge. Suffice to say that, having gathered his diaspora, we set out to reconstruct a quantum approximation of him, physically, chemically, electronically, with sufficient accuracy that his heart would resume its beat, his synapses would fire, and his mouth would move, if briefly. As we required but one iota of information from him, we hoped at best that he would survive long enough to provide it, and then simply expire again. However, as is so often the case, we outdid ourselves. All the king's horses and all the king's men could indeed put him back together again. Roger was perfectly reanimated. He emerged from his cocoon, looking a bit younger and healthier than my last memories of him. He sobbed uncontrollably for some time, unresponsive to any stimulus. Yet after about a half an hour he relaxed. His expression suddenly turned to utter serenity, and he spoke two unintelligible but clearly joyous words. He was swiftly interrogated, but he responded to our questioning with candor, enthusiasm, and an unmistakable relief. We kept him under quarantine in a containment unit for 30 days. He offered no objection and cooperated completely. He behaved as any of us might under these circumstances, and in the end, after some light debate, we unanimously restored him to office. We were the ones who'd remade him, after all, and wouldn't each of us expect the same? He rewarded our hubris by resuming his duties with an inspired vigor, consistently displaying deeper insight and wisdom than ever before. In particular, we welcomed some of the changes to his habits. As soon as the rest of us allowed it, he began regular fortification treatments for the first time. He appointed a sensible entourage of medical staff and bodyguards that were never far from his person. Previously, empathy for his fellow man had never been his strong suit, yet suddenly he displayed a renewed interest in the safety of our containment protocols, the healthcare benefits of Foundation employees, and a profound distaste for the sacrifice of D-Class. Under the circumstances, none of this struck us as particularly alarming behavior. But it should have. He had concealed the crux of it from us all, you see. At first, naturally, in our initial interrogation, we'd asked him if he had any experience or memory of the afterlife. He claimed to recall nothing, exactly as everyone always does, and defeated our polygraphs completely. Drinking sounds? Ooh. He approached me first, about 2 months ago. He asked if, in his absence, we had obtained any pieces, which I shouldn't have to point out is not our term for art, capable of sustaining life indefinitely. Oh, thank you, Yams, for the straighten up and wiggle. Definitely could have used that. Oh, and some stretchies. Oh, thank you, dear. Big stretch. They call it hydration, not low-dration. Drink. I'm so big and so strong. I'm so big and so strong. Health check. Yes, thank you so much, Yams. You're a sweetheart. Absolute sweet potato. Thank you for the headbats. Pata 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 pata. Pata 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 pata. Pata 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 pata. I'm doing a good job. Doing a big good job. I'm doing a good job. Everybody's proud of me. Thank you, Yams. Pata 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 pata. Pata 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 pata. I'm only a little bit sleepy. Pata pata. I'll get sleep later. For now, I pata pata and I read. Goodbye, hand. Thank you, Yams. I am. You yar. You yar. Yes, you yar. Doing amazing, bro. We are so proud of you. And I am so, so proud of you. Always and forever. Well, breathtaking longevity is now within our power. It may surprise you to learn that immortality is not, and our best theoreticians have recently posited that it will never be attainable. The resurrections we can accomplish, even his, cannot be repeated more than once or twice. Sapient life is necessarily intertwined with quantum uncertainty. Localize a particle with perfect precision, and it attains infinitely uncertain momentum, lost in an instant. Just so, the longer and the more tightly a consciousness is bound to a specific vessel, the more likely it will scatter irretrievably on its own. Regardless of science, magic, or razzle-dazzle, you, your children, and your great-great-grandchildren will one day most assuredly die and stay dead. His disappointment at this theorem was palpable, and I experienced a moment of discomfort at his reaction. You yar, that was cute. Well, thank you. You're cute too. Gracias, Uvar. De nada. De nada, Yams. De nada, Yams. Yams cookie. De nada. Then a week later, 052 received word of a severe breach of protocol. Rather, 0511, had initiated direct contact with an APE in containment. For you L3s, APE skips apex tier pluripotent entities. I imagine you can work out the euphemism. We kept our initial investigation off the books. He'd been clever in covering his tracks. There was no breach alarm, no record of the encounter in any log, but one of the skip's guards failed a random amnestic test to his dismay, and that was trail enough on which to set our bloodhounds. We couldn't prove it, but we imagined he risked exposure to the skip to offer some kind of deal. This could not stand, as two of his oldest comrades, today 052 and I, confronted him privately. But he caught us off guard, for he confessed everything, and begged us for help. I imagine I surreptitiously recorded his pleas as a precaution. It is easiest if I simply replay it for you now. Device clicks. Yams galleta means yams cookie. I actually don't know how to pronounce yams in Spanish. It's like, yams galleta. Yams galleta or yams gacheta, depending on your flavor. Yams galleta. Te quiero y estoy orgulloso de ti, yams galleta. Tiene mi corazón. I remember. Both are correct. Depends on your flavor. Yams.
I dare not speak of this at first. You never have let me out of containment. The truth is, I was aware of all of it. I suppose there was a sweet oblivion, like deep sleep at first, but in retrospect, I think it was no more than a day. Slowly but unmistakably, I reoccupied my corpse with dreamlike consciousness, numb for the first merciful hours, blind, deaf, and immobile. But then I seemed reconnected to every nerve and became aware of every sensation, more so than I ever was in life. I perceived myself trapped within an immovable object, and the intensity of the struggle amplified, subtle, then acute, then racking. I cannot describe it completely, but imagine holding your breath, beyond urge, beyond pain, beyond desperation, head throbbing and eyes bulging, a dream of suffocation without end. My skin blistered and split in the sunlight. Biting insects descended rapidly. I felt eggs hatch, larvae crawl, gases build and burst within me, individual cells rupturing, interstitial fluids souring and blackening. Somehow my capacity to experience and store these sensations grew. Even as I was keenly aware of my cerebrum being scattered and devoured, my perception expanded into the gizzards of birds and the depths of fire ant dens. I was aware of every fingernail and strand of hair that pulled away in the wind, and my sensation clung to them as they settled in the ocean and dissolved in the maws of a trillium diatoms. I don't understand it. The more bits of me there were, the larger my capacity for the perception of pain. As I decayed into pieces smaller than living nerves could possibly distinguish, the character of the discomfort changed. From burning and aching and breaking, I might relate to you in human terms, to something worse that I cannot fully articulate, a terrible, maddening stretching of every part of myself from every other part. Humans often numb to chronic pains in life, do they not? Yet, every year, every month, every second that passed, I swear it only intensified over time. In my previous life, I ruminated on heaven and hell, and the likelihood of my experiencing one, the other, or something in between. As terrible as I imagined the torpor of heaven or the torments of hell to be, this was entirely different from either. In hell, at least, there would surely be a tormentor, some memory of my deeds, some sense of justice, even if my soul rejected this logic. I can imagine some comfort in hell for a mind such as mine. I do not think this is a punishment. I do not think it is caused. I deeply suspect it is simply our condition, our nature to go on this way. Do you see? In all that time, I was certainly, absolutely, totally alone, and before long all memory of life had shriveled to a cinder, lost beneath my interminable anguish. Alive again, I suspect. I cannot quite recall the worst of it, as if my living brain is too small for the experience. As overseers, we witness, inflict, or endure great suffering. Yet what awaits us all is worse. The way an earache is worse than a bee sting. The way frostbite is worse than a burn. I was dead for 18 years, and my misery eludes description. Dare we try to fathom the collective agony of legions of ancient dead? Believe this, I will not return to that execrable existence, not 100 years from now, not ever. Yes, I approached Ahriman for help. I am sure he could extend us all if he wished. I offered him great concessions from the Foundation, even perhaps release. But he laughed and refused. Yet I could think of others willing to trade on a smaller scale, though the price may be nearly as... No. Nothing compares. Anything is better, so long as it is forever. Do you believe me? Will you join me and together escape this fate? Please!
Device clicks. Stop hitting me with that Spanish. You know it makes me cry and warms my heart. Gracias. De nada. Yo no hablo español bien. Un pequeño? I know that's not right, but it's what I always think of. Does Kuvar speak Spanish? He doesn't. We are teaching him. Yes, I did take 3 years of Spanish in high school, but I lost most of that. So a lot of it's just me like trying to remember that, as well as picking up on little bits and pieces and remembering parts of what I know. Perfectly Spanish. Oh, really, Cougar? Nice. Love that for you. That's awesome. Radical. Bilingual motherfuckers represent. That ain't me, but that's you. And I love that. You're doing amazing, Kuvar. Thank you, Yams. Hello, Snaky. Welcome back. Oh, disgusting burps. How are you doing? Have you gotten your food, and is it delicious, and are you comfy and cozy and warm now? Yams, sweet potato is batata in Spanish. Batata galleta. Batata galleta or batata galleta. Understood. Hablo un poquito de español. I speak a little Spanish. Is that what you meant? Yeah, that makes sense. Hablo un poquito de español. Español. Hablo un poquito de español. Like that. Batata galleta. Just finished eating. I had some lovely ribs. Delicious. That sounds fantastic. Love that for you, Snake. No te preocupes, Kuvar. Todavía estoy en colegio y estoy tomando los clases del español. Ojalá que lo olvida. So that says you do not. Kuvar does not have all of the collegiate, and I have tomando los clases de español, Spanish classes. Ojalá que no olvide. There's a lot of words in there I don't know. I tried to break it down a little bit, but I just don't know. But thank you, Spider. Thank you for the message, whatever it means. Hold on, I'm gonna translate. Don't worry, Kuvar. I'm still in school and I'm taking Spanish classes. I hope I don't forget. Well, you're doing wonderfully, Spider. You already know more than I think I ever did. And you're doing fantastically. Because I did well for my 3 years or whatever, but I kind of just faded away. Don't worry, Kuvar. I'm in college and I'm taking Spanish classes. Hopefully I don't forget what that means. Yes. Thank you, Yams. Thank you, Batata. Mi batata. Thank you all for translating along with me. Stop y'all translating my message for me. Everybody translates. Y'all motherfuckers gotta translate. After device clicks, we were dumbfounded and suddenly sympathetic. And an instant later, fearful. I can't remember the last time I felt my heart race so. But we do not operate in a vacuum. A revelation of this magnitude must be brought before the council for consideration. He was loath to admit his deception before the assembled council, but he was clearly desperate for action as well. We prevailed upon him to call an immediate emergency session in teleconference. I knew anything less would constitute treachery. Still, as the 3 of us hurried to conference room Alpha, I suddenly found myself harboring subtle thoughts of... And so he gave his testimony again, nearly as frank and purpley prosaic as before, but the debate that unfolded in the wake of it, I've never witnessed anything like it. They were mostly skeptical voices at first, calm, concerned, and thoughtful. However, 058, whose face had grown increasingly pale as she listened to him, was suddenly a passionate advocate for action. "We must declare human death a Keto SCP," she demanded, "and it contained at any cost." The absurdity garnered an uproar, of course, but Roger had himself a sure ally now, and this spurred him on, shouting over the others to add even darker details of the intensity of his perennial excruciation. Imagery I cannot repeat, sensations I must not contemplate. I'm feeling lightheaded. 052, always a moderate influence, suggested we recess and collect ourselves. But then 3 suddenly moved that we order the immediate systemic termination of dangerous skips to better protect ourselves and others. 056 seconded, but before it could be put to a vote, 13 suddenly clutched his chest in paroxysmal panic and was being evaluated by his medical technician when his feet abruptly cut out. As the fracas came to a boil, it was 10, I think, who was next convinced. Oh, is belief the key? It doesn't matter. At any rate, 10 started pounding his shoe on the table and hollering that we must dig a channel from the Astrakhan Spring up to the Mediterranean Sea to fortify all of mankind. That was enough. Suddenly 051 muted us all and stood, red-faced and shaking.
Regardless of the truth of 0511's experience, she said. Oh, it's a she.
Regardless of the truth of 0511's experience, she said, it is plain that we have lost all reason. There's only one possible explanation for this. Therefore, I am declaring Emergency Protocol 7. Remain where you are. We shall all be administered Class A amnestics, except you, Roger. We made a grave error releasing you from containment, and it will be corrected. She pointed at her administrative assistant to act, but before he could lock down the conference room from which 211 and I were dialed in, Roger had already bolted out the door. I was after him in an instant, and nearly crushed by the bulk as it slammed into place.
Oh fuck, I'm getting
raided.
I'm
getting raided. What do I do? Rain, rolling in with the 3 aboard the love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train. A love train. Oh, hello, Rain. How's it going? How you doing? We had a wonderful, lovely, fantastic stream. I hope the things went well for you. Thank you for trying, Snake. You got it. Oh, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Nice. Are you playing like original Majora's Mask?
My hero.
Oh, thank you, Rain. Thank you for resubscribing for 10 whole ass months. Damn, 10 whole ass months. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. How was your stream? Were you playing original Majora's Mask or the remaster? How'd it go? Did you have fun? And welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the QuvarTV show. I'm Kuvar for the evening. I was named for the show, not the other way around. We play QuvarTV video games, all different flavors and tastes. If you can think of it, I probably like it. We sing a lot, though I'm not a hashtag karaoke streamer, though the 5 hours karaoke earlier in the stream might argue with that. I just love music. We also read a lot. I'm reading SCPs right now. I'm a writer by nurture, if not by nature, but most of all, what we do here is fuck around and find out. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for stopping by. Switch OG Majora's. Nice. How's it going? I played Majora's Mask when I was younger, though I never got like super far in it. I don't think I got past the... I think I got the Deku Mask and the Goron Mask, maybe? Maybe the Zora? It's questionable. But I didn't get too far in it when I was younger, and I've not gone back to it since. How's it going for you? Are you having a good time with it? Let me scroll back up, and I missed a little bit of chat here. We pro translators. I'm not really, though. You are pro enough for me. You're my professional little Bethesda. Welcome back, Sky. How's it going? Are you doing alright? Relaxing, vibing? They call it hydration, not low-dration. Drink. Coffee. Oh, yeah, it was part of the thing. Oh, thank you, Yams. You're very sweet. The override coffee was part of the SP. Yeah, sorry. It was part of that. Though, I will admit that my throat is actually getting a little weaker than it normally does. All the singing and reading and lack of sleep is catching up to me a little bit, but I'm still relatively strong, so do not worry over me. Just, it's a little bit there, you know? Just a little bit. You didn't see anything. I saw nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. No eyes. No eyes. Welcome back to the Army, but harder this time with money. Love Majora's Mask. Super, super fun. Love to hear that. It is very fun from my understanding of it. Dawn of the final day. All that shit. I love the idea of it. I really should go back and play it at some point, but there's so many video games. Regardless, I'm glad to hear that you're having a good time with that. For everybody who's unfamiliar with Rain, Rain is a fun streamer who plays he plays a lot of older games, actually. He played Metroid a while back, and now he's playing Majora's Mask right now. He's also a fantastic rapper. He makes a lot of anime raps as well as some original pieces. I believe he's working on a new EP right now, right? You're working on a new EP, if I recall correctly. He does have one out that I'm familiar with that I haven't been able to keep as up to date with it as I would like, but everything he does is fantastic. He actually speaks Spanish as well, and he blends Spanish into his raps pretty often, and it's Spanish to English, and just the rhymes and the flow is fucking phenomenal. You'll love what he does, I guarantee it.
But he does have one EP out there, one personal EP that I'm familiar with called Maze of the Mind, which is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I've listened to it a couple times. I would like to listen to some more and possibly try to do some of it myself as like a karaoke thing, just because it's really good. He does great stuff. I'm really, really thrilled to hear his stuff every time. Highly recommend checking him out. If you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. Yes, absolutely. Y'all motherfuckers need to sleep. Y'all motherfuckers need to sleep. If you need some rest, get some rest. Spanish rap. Absolutely. You can check out, he is on Spotify as well as YouTube. YouTube has music videos that are very well put together, very cleanly edited, and Spotify has the just the songs themselves. Big recommend, Rain. Where was I? I don't want to stop him, I think. And now I was outside the safe room too, but he was already out of sight. Superlative idiots. They couldn't see me, couldn't hear me. They couldn't know that I wanted back in. How badly I wanted to breathe the red gas that was surely already streaming into the room on the other side. One instant of poor judgment and my fate is sealed. And now that I know what's in store, what was left to do? I ran to the help desk. Help enough, eh? For this is my final act. I love the Foundation as I would have loved a daughter. I do this for the security and protection of mankind, and so I beg you, this gnosis must not be erased, forgotten. That is not containment, that is madness. Bring us back. Get us out. I'm so frightened. What's wrong with me? Door bursting open noise. Automatic gunfire from 3 distinct sources. Clear, clear, clear. God damn this job. Bang that Oscar quickly, Sergeant. We still have one to go. Site breach alarm sounds. What now? Specialist, talk to me. Sir, I'm getting a report of a Keter breach in the AR2 compound. Oh, hell. 2 rogue Oscars, and on top of it now the old man is on the loose. This is a shit sandwich, sir. Contain that chatter, Sergeant. Stand by, sir. Negative on 106 escaping, sir. I'm getting details. Say again, please. It's the other way around. The other Oscar, he went in. Sir, he went in. The hell he did. They have visual confirmation, sir. Procedures dictate we treat him. As KIA specialist, I know. Let's finish here, then. Sir, this Oscar had recording equipment here. It's still running. For the love of... Shut it down, Sergeant. Shut it down now. Specialist, get an audio hazard team down here on the... End recording. Damn. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why the happened? Hello? Why does it happen sometimes? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My apologies, everybody. I've unfortunately exposed you all to the terrors of this Damarung SCP. Let's just close this out now and pretend like we didn't read it. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I love how you say the FSX and then do the SFX. Well, yeah, you gotta understand it. That's how SFX works, right? Bang on table. Popping champagne. I'm trying to open this champagne. See, the twisty thing is broken, but I'm gonna open this damn champagne. Alright, so that was one. That was a good one. We're reading some good ones tonight. I like these. I like all the ones we've gotten to so far. These have all been very fun ones. I'm really really fond of the You Don't Recognize the Bodies in the Water. That's one of my favorites right now. Just the way it's written and the way it just works out. That one was very good as well. But that You Don't Recognize the Bodies in the Water. That one. That's some good stuff there. Alright, next up we have SCP-261. Item number SCP-261. Object class safe. Special containment procedures.
Any access to SCP-261 must be approved by staff. Why am I still doing that girl's voice? Must be approved by staff with level 2 security clearance or higher. Any and all items dispensed by SCP-261 must be recorded, along with the amount of money entered and the amount of time elapsed between uses. Currently, SCP-261 may be used only 10 times in a 24-hour period, with no transaction exceeding the equivalent of 500 Japanese yen. Testing approved by Site Command is not under these restrictions. Items dispensed by SCP-261 should be reviewed by Site health and safety officials before consumption. Failure to do so releases the Foundation from any obligation regarding negative effects. Items deemed dangerous or useful to research will be confiscated by Site security, with financial compensation provided in proportion to money spent. Description: SCP-261 appears to be a large black vending machine with no front glass panel, and a small keypad on the right side. SCP-261 was recovered in Yokohama, Japan. SCP-261 was brought to the Foundation's attention after investigation of an urban legend about a magic vending machine that was circulating on the internet. SCP-261 was found in a back alley behind a large shopping center, with a handwritten sign saying "out of order" in Japanese taped to it. SCP-261 has no marks or identification of any kind, and no locals remember when or how it came to be in its current location. Internally, SCP-261 appears to be a basic vending machine, equipped to vend food and beverage items. After a key was made and the front door opened, no abnormal materials were found, and it was determined that SCP-261 has never actually contained any food or beverage items. The keypad, while connected and operated correctly, does not activate any of the dispensing mechanisms. When money is placed into SCP-261 and a 3-digit number is entered on the keypad, SCP-261 will vend a random item. SCP-261 has not accepted any currency other than yen, with rejected currency being deposited in the coin return slot. It is unknown how these items appear. However, SCP-261 will not operate when the door is open, or when recording devices are placed inside. The number entered on the keypad has no effect on the item vended, nor has any pattern been detected. Items are always some form of snack food, and typically have bright, attention-grabbing packaging. SCP-261 is capable of operating with no external power supply, but operation in this state will cause unstable vending to occur much more quickly than normal. If SCP-261 is used several times in a short period of time, and/or large amounts of money are entered before an item is vended, SCP-261 will start to dispense bizarre items. While still food, their suitability for human consumption is often non-existent. Log of items vended during testing phase 8. 800 yen entered for each item. Items being dispensed every 2 minutes. SCP-261 is attached to power. Coke Zero. A can of Diet Coke. Packaging in English. Cheetos. A small bag of Cheetos snack food. Packaging in English. Black. A single pack of caffeinated chewing gum. Packaging in Japanese. Yan. A single yan cone with peach dipping frosting. Packaging in Japanese. The Meiji Seika Company does not produce this flavor. Pepsi Dragon Twist. A can of Pepsi Cola with a trace of fruit flavor. Packaging in English. Flavor identified as dragon fruit. PepsiCo does not produce this product. I feel like I've seen dragon fruit Pepsi around, actually. Like, sometime in the last years, but maybe I'm insane. Could be. Dark Side Cola. A can with clear plastic sides. Packaging in Japanese. Liquid inside is clear. When opened, liquid appears to react to the air and changes to dark black over a period of several seconds. The black coloration looks like billowing smoke and cannot be reversed. Liquid's taste described as cola with something spicy in it. The Little Bakery, 7 grain. A small tube the size of a candy bar with a green button, made of aluminum, packaging in English. When the top is twisted off, a mass of dough is extruded. Dough contains several enzymes and bacteria that have not yet been identified. On contact with air, these cause the dough to rise and bake, killing the microbes in the process. Produces a small, round loaf of bread weighing 250 grams. Taste described as good, but chewy. Lemon clams. Thick plastic baggie with a plastic tube on the side, containing water and 12 clams, packaging in Dutch. Following on-package instructions, the plastic tube was cracked like a glow stick. Liquid in the bag flashed steam, venting from a hole that popped open in the top of the bag, slightly burning one researcher. Steaming finished after 38 seconds, after which clams were found to be fully cooked and infused with a mild lemon flavor. On investigation, clams match no recorded species. So we can eat it. Yes, you can eat all of these. They're all delicious. Focus. Focus? More like fuck us. Am I right, gamers? Hashtag fuck us. Puppy, what are you doing? You should be focusing right now. Why aren't you focusing? Focus, focus, focus. Focus, puppy, focus. You are entertaining people right now. You got things to do. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Focus. Get some focus in you. I am busy doing mysterious gamer things. Thank you for being comfy. I'll eat it happily. Which one did you want to eat, Sky? Which one were you talking about eating? Was the lemon clams? You want some lemon clams? Could be nice. You are very clam, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Hold on. There we go. But now we discover the Diet Ghost. All the food. Yeah, go for it. A can containing an instance of SCP-2107. Packaging was in English. Testing done on this instance provided similar results to other contained instances of SCP-2107. This marks the first time SCP-261 has vended another SCP object. What is SCP-2107? Diet Ghost. We're bouncing around here. We're reading stuff. It's like TV tropes, you know? Just gotta bounce around a little bit. Hold on, let me just SCP-2107, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. All instances of SCP-2107 are to be stored in a CNSI, Compact Non-Sentient Inert, Containment Locker at Site-19. Any number of instances may be moved to a refrigerated CNSI unit in advance of experimental trials. Mobile Containment Task Force Theta-61, Carbonation-Based Life Forms, is responsible for coordinating routine screenings for new instances of SCP-2107 at retail venues which are considered probable locations for appearance. Newly discovered instances are to be acquired by conventional methods when possible. For larger quantities or in cases where a retailer's proprietor is deemed likely to become problematic, acquisition protocols 0014, Covert Theft, 0015, Overt Theft, and 0047, Impersonation of Federal Agency, may be utilized with authorization from staff with security clearance. 3-2107 or higher. Individuals exposed to the anomalous properties of SCP-2107 are to be treated with Class A amnestics and remitted to the nearest civilian hospital for any medical care rendered necessary following exposure. Description: SCP-2107 designates a soft drunk brand known as Diet Ghost, which displays anomalous properties when imbibed. Animal testing pending approval.
SCP-2107 has to date only been encountered packaged by the individual can within 3 to 7 minutes of ingestion. Subject classified SCP-2107-A begin to experience paranormal activity that most often falls within the colloquial expectations of an individual being haunted by a ghost or other paranormal entity. You're a soft drunk. I am a soft drunk. Like, generally when I get drunk, it's just... Like, you've encountered me on occasion. I just get more friendly, a little more talkative, a little softer in a way. Though I guess I can go pretty hard sometimes if I drink too much, like Everclear. Then it has to extricate itself from my system, and that gets a little nasty, a little vile, a little disgusting. Indeed, it's very lovely. Thanks, me too. The effect continues until an as of yet undetermined point in the breakdown of SCP-2107 within the subject's body, approximately 1 to 3 hours after ingestion. Premature depletion of SCP-2107 through unusual means such as emesis, gastric lavage, or the removal of organs currently containing the fluid from their appropriate bodily system causes partial or total cessation of the effect. The death of SCP-2107-A will result in total cessation of all effects caused by their ingestion. Research has confirmed that the intensity of the haunting effect, herein defined by the quantity of individual paranormal facets, the probability of physical harm, and the severity of said harm, is directly proportional to the quantity of SCP-2107 imbibed. SCP-2107 cans are the traditional variety used for soft drinks. Being uniform in design and non-anomalous in composition and behavior, the can features a light blue background with the Diet Ghost logo prominently featured. The catchphrase, "Scare your thirst," appears beneath the logo. Most instances also have a sticker on the can with the text, "Made with natural ghosts," printed on it. It is unclear if cans lacking the sticker were distributed this way or if the sticker was removed before acquisition. The cans bear no nutritional information. The liquid contents are non-anomalous in chemical composition and within normal parameters for a traditional diet soft drink. You're cozy, Cougar? Cozy Cougar? Nice. Love that for you. Can't go for showers since my roommate's here and they're both awake playing Smash in the living room. Roommate's friend is here. Understood. Well, you do need to take a shower at some point, and I don't know why that stops you, but if that does stop you, I hope you can find your time to the shower very soon, because I know how important showers are. So take care, and do not worry. I'll be ending stream as soon as I'm done reading all of this, I think, because it's getting relatively late. I need to get some rest. I'm going to be streaming longer tomorrow. Maybe streaming twice tomorrow, probably. But we'll get there when we get there. We'll finish this stream first before we talk about anything about that. But I hope you can shower very, very soon, Sky. Discovery. Initial discovery occurred on 5/13/2012, when 7 cans of SCP-2107 were purchased by Foundation personnel at a local supermarket in Redacted, during a routine restocking of Site-19's recreational facilities. The partial remains of Redacted, a senior maintenance assistant at Site-19, were found inside the van requisitioned from Site-19's vehicle pool for the purposes of the trip. 2 cans were open and empty of contents when recovered. Redacted, the junior maintenance assistants who had been assigned with Redacted for the restocking duty, had gone back into the supermarket after having forgotten to procure a copy of the receipt of purchase for Foundation records. According to Redacted's account, Redacted was alone for no longer than approximately 5 minutes. A majority of discoveries have occurred in convenience stores, with acquisitions from supermarkets and restaurants accounting for nearly all additional cases. Footnote. Despite the assessment of at least 46 anomalous events suggesting the ingestion of SCP-2107 as the causation factor, markedly few instances have been recovered outside of retail environments. Employees of retail locations where instances have been discovered have professed no prior knowledge of the product's existence, and records of inventory acquisition have shown no references to SCP-2107. SCP-2107 has now been recovered from retailers in 37 states and 2 Canadian provinces. Production and distribution of SCP-2107 is currently under investigation. SCP-2107 Abridged Experiment Logs. Level 2 security clearance required. I have that. Ooh, there's quite a few here. Note, each experiment was carried out using 1 D-Class personnel isolated in a SHA
standard humanoid active containment cell with closed-circuit digital recording unless otherwise specified. No individual D-class subject is used for more than one trial. Extraneous, insubstantial, and redundant results have been omitted for brevity. A full version may be found in the SCP-2107 Extended Report. Thank you, Violet, for contributing again to the Kink Tier List Eyes Emoji Challenge. Didn't you just do that earlier today? Or am I nuts? No, you did Stitch first, I think, if I recall correctly. Regardless, thank you, Violet Ignitus, for your contribution. I appreciate it. Trial number 01. Quantity of SCP-2107 ingested in milliliters, 30 milliliters. Duration of trial was 1 minute 12 seconds. Subject reported audiovisual phenomena including hearing her name spoken softly, shadowy figures at the edges of her vision, and a flickering of the lights within the containment chamber that was not corroborated by the recorded footage. Please see SCP-2107 interview logs for unabridged transcripts of post-trial debriefings. Level 3 security clearance required. Debriefing revealed the subject to have enjoyed the experience overall. Subject described the taste of SCP-2107 as bland but refreshing. Thank you, Snaky, for contributing to the Sweet Caroline by Stitch Challenge, as well as the Kink Tier List Eyes Emoji Challenge. Appreciate it. I did Sweet Caroline, bam, bam, bam. Good times never seem so good. Thank you. Trial number 06, 90 milliliters ingested. Subject experienced intermittent activity similar to the phenomena in previous experiments for over an hour before new effects presented. At 1 hour 20 minutes, the subject began to experience moderate bleeding from the nose without identifiable physical cause. Simultaneously, the recording equipment began to encounter interference of a magnetic nature that lasted for 2 minutes. This is noted as the first instance where activity was observable by non-SCP-2107-A sources in Foundation trials. The bleeding continued unabated for several minutes, causing severe distress to the subject. All effects ceased at 1 hour 28 minutes. Trial number 07, another 90 milliliter trial. Trial begins with activity patterns identical to those described by the subject in Trial 01. Subject's nose began to bleed at the 19-minute mark. At 23 minutes, subject began emesis due to a combination of distress and nausea caused by the presence of their own blood. This is evaluated to be purely physiological in nature and non-anomalous. Following emesis, a majority of the activity ceased. Subject reported still having intermittent hallucinations in his peripheral vision until 48 minutes. Trial number 14, 150 milliliters consumed. Subject began to experience phenomena similar to previous trials at 2 minutes, which rapidly increased in intensity. The lights in the cell are seen to flicker briefly at 16 minutes by both the subject and supervising personnel. Subject reported the feeling of being lifted off the ground during this effect, but this is not visible in the footage. Quantity of activity is approximate to previous trials, but level of intensity is significantly higher as reported by subject. Effects began to subside at 54 minutes and had ceased entirely at 59 minutes. Subject observed taste as average, but expressed difficulty in elaborating upon this description. And finally, trial number 31, 270 milliliters consumed. Subject experienced no activity until 31 minutes, at which point all electronics within a 10-meter radius failed for approximately 17 seconds. When power returned, subject had fallen to the ground unconscious and the trial was ended. Personnel entered the containment cell and confirmed the subject had expired. Upon autopsy, subject's body was found to be void of most internal organs. No incision marks or signs of trauma were present. Note: future experiments are suspended without authorization from staff with security clearance for 2107. Credentials approved, access recorded. Interesting. Addendum 1227-2014. Area Redacted personnel have encountered and acquired a previously undiscovered packaging variant. 15 cans were produced by a vending machine in Area Redacted's cafeteria. When the machine was opened for further inspection, no anomalous properties were discovered. These new instances of SCP-2107 feature changes to the design of the background, which now features white silhouettes of tombstones, cats, and cartoonish ghosts interspersed between iterations of the logo. Of note is the addition of new stickers to the can in the same font as the catchphrase text. These stickers include new promotional phrases, including "From the makers of Ghost," TM, 100% more spooky, "Scaredisfaction," guaranteed, and "Your old favorite is back." All instances of SCP-2107 from Area Redacted are en route to Site-19 for containment and research trials to confirm whether their contents produce the same anomalous activity as previously recorded instances. The addition of vending machines to the list of provenance locations is under investigation, with revisions to object class and special containment procedures awaiting approval. Alright, so that's the end of that, so we can go back to reading about the vending machine. And the unknown item. Unknown. Small mesh bag filled with small, multicolored pyramids. Packaging in an unknown language. Pyramids found to be very hard and unpleasant tasting, compared to chalk in taste and consistency. When placed in hot water, pyramids open and produce strings that quickly dissolve, coloring the water the same shade as the pyramid. Water had no additional taste, but testing revealed a sharp increase in mineral, carbohydrate, and protein content, with several minerals unidentified at the present time. This content was found to be consistent with the recommended daily intake of nutrients for adult humans. Researchers ingesting the water reported stomach cramps 2 hours later, but no other effects. Oh, Leo, hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Thank you for your lurking. I hope that you enjoy your time here. And I'm just going to do a quick funny gamer move. Don't mind me. Everybody check out Leo. Leo is fantastic. Very wholesome, very warm, very soothing, relaxing voice. Very pro gamer. Does really, really well in all the games. Every time that I see him, he does wonderfully. He's very relaxing, very soothing. You'll love your time there. Go check him out. Enjoy your lurk, Leo. Thank you for stopping by. Doing good, chilling, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With friends? Nice. Nice. Good Yu-Gi-Oh! Enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I also saw that you're teaching M Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, and the fact I saw the tweet. I'm really bad at responding on Twitter these days, but I saw the tweet and it was just so heartwarming and precious, and I love you two so much. You're so cute together, and I love that you're able to teach your Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're having a good time with it, sharing your passions with the person you love. It's such a beautiful thing. Absolutely love that for you, Leo. So wonderful. Stop, no good at games. You're good at video games. You are. Thank you, Cougar, for contributing to the Kink Tier List Eyes Emoji Challenge. I appreciate it. Thank you. Second unknown here. An aluminum box with a small glass window on the side and a large round button on the top. Packaging in an unknown language. Box is seamless and appears to be filled with small round animals covered in fur, each with 3 small paws and a single large eye. Pressing the button causes the inside of the box to rapidly become superheated, cooking the small animals alive. Muffled noises and scratching were heard for several seconds during the cooking process. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the front panel opens and gives access to now cooked animals. Professor Kane volunteered to eat the animals, with no other researchers willing to do so. Taste described as crunchy and very spicy, with a small hint of beef. The final unknown item from SCP-261. Tall, thin aluminum can, packaging in an unknown language. Opening the can caused a chemical reaction with the liquid inside the can. Liquid is apparently not intended for an oxygenated atmosphere and detonated violently, causing several injuries and killing 2 researchers. Testing discontinued and area cleared. Testing area observed to smell like citrus for several days. Note, subsequent testing recorded in experiment log 261 add D. We'll read it. I don't care. Oh, there's a lot of testing in here. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's so much testing. They're testing so much. Oh my god, this is huge. This is huge. There's so much testing. Okay, we're not reading all of this. We're not reading all of this. This is one of the largest SCPs I've read. All of this just additional SCP log 261 items received from the vending machine. We're taking this, we're adding it to my SCP bookmark for later. We're not reading all that right now. No way. Okay. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. Holy crap. Holy balls. Monkey shits. Anyways. I think we're going to probably end stream now. I know that everybody wants me to stream forever, but it is nearly 1 a.m. my time. My phone is at 4% battery life, and I'm going to piss my pants. So, I will wind down now properly, as is normally the case. I won't go to any particular other screen, except for maybe this one. Yeah, fuck it, we're going here. Oh, wait, sorry. I meant to go to here. There we go. Much better. Thank you for the stream, brother. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. You did great stream today. Good work. Thank you. I definitely wanted to get some in because I had time. And we have time tomorrow, too. So, as mentioned, I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming shortly after I wake up. I'm going to wake up, get some food, come back, stream. Disgusting water burps. I'm going to stream for a while. It's going to be a relatively early one. I don't know exactly how early, but I expect to be streaming by no later than 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to stream for...
Dicks!
Thank you for the Dicks, Anonymous. I'll be streaming for a couple hours there. Then I have some errands I must attend to for a few hours. Then I'll probably come back Saturday evening, at which point most of you should be in bed and sleeping. But I will be back Saturday evening, probably sometime after 11 p.m. midnight Eastern time. And then I'll stream until early morning hours because I'll be going on to night shift next week. So that's what we'll be doing. Love you, Kuvar. See you again soon. Yes, absolutely. I love you as well. Bath Bear. I'm not going to bathe. I'm going to shower. Just a little shower. A little gamer tub. Oh, you mean this right here? This hot tub? Yeah, that's me. I'm in here. But I'm also not a bear. I just dress like one, I swear. I'm feeding doggos, but thank you for the lovely stream, Kuvar. You're absolutely wonderful. Rest well. May your dreams be full of love and sparkle. Sending many huggies. Besitos. Buenas noches. Absolutely. All of that back to you as well as Yams. Good luck with feeding the doggos. Hopefully they eat wonderfully and they feel full of love and sparkles themselves. Fuck yeah, I'll be fantastic. Gonna stream for Dicks. Might stream for Dicks a little bit. Baron, entertain my chat while I get water. Love you more. Yes, absolutely. Biospark, I will entertain your chat as best I can. Hello, Biospark's chat. I am Kuvar. Welcome to the rerun or serialization or sister programming for the QuvarTV show. I hope you're having a lovely, wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by here today. I hope you enjoy your time. I hope that Biospark is treating you well, or at least is treating you in the way that you wish to be treated. And I will treat you just as kindly if that is what needs to be happening. I don't know exactly if this is what Biospark meant, if Biospark is actually, like, if I'm just there on chat. I don't know. But if that is the case, hello, I'm here. Stream for Dicks. Keklel, Rufflemau, what's sleep? I don't know, to be honest. So, in the meantime, I can entertain you a little bit, perhaps, if you are looking for some form of entertainment, with perhaps a little bit of song. How about? So, excuse me while I bring out my microphone. All right. And then we'll go to this screen. Pop. Hi, it's me again. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of hanging out, having a time. Just gotta turn on my reverb. I might have done, did I do karaoke earlier with no reverb on? I might have. It's fine. Thank you for the stream. Then the stream continued. Get some rest. I will. 4 more hours. Not 4 more hours. Kuvar developed a blade of steel. While you were watching my stream, I studied the blade. And Biospark never returned. That's what I always fear. What's up with the headbands on the floor? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the headbands. The headbands are fine. You do not see the headbands. What's it called? What's that song called? It's called... Here we go. Enjoy. It's only a 9-minute song. It's fine. I'll be okay.
We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors, in this belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill. You may not remember me, I was a child of 3, and you a lad of 18. But I remember you, and I will relate to you how our history's interweave. At the time you were a rake and a roustabout, spending all your money on the whores and hounds. Oh, you had a charming air, all cheap and debonair, my widowed mother found so sweet. And so she took you in, her sheets still warm with him, now filled with filth and foul disease. As time wore on, you proved a debt-ridden, drunken mess, leaving my mother a poor, consumptive wretch. Oh, and then you disappeared, your gambling arrears, the only thing you left behind. And then the magistrates reclaimed our small estates, and my poor mother lost her mind. Then one day in spring my dear sweet mother died. But before she did, I took her hand as she dying cried. Oh, find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers to splinters. Drag him to a hole until he wakes up naked, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. It took me... Oopsies. It took me 15 years to swallow all my tears amongst the urchins in the street, until a priory took pity and hired me to keep their vestry nice and neat. But never once in the employ of these holy men did I ever once turn my mind from the thought of revenge. Oh, one night I overheard the prior exchanging words with a penitent whaler from the sea. The captain of his ship, who matched you toe to tip, was known for wanton cruelty. The following day I shipped to sea with a privateer, and in the whistle of the wind I could almost hear, oh, find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers to splinters. Drag him to a hole until he wakes up naked, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. Oh. There is one thing I must say to you as you sail across the sea. Always your mother will watch over you as you avenge this wicked deed.
fateful night, we had you in our sights after 20 months at sea. Your starboard flank abeam, I was getting my muskets clean when came this rumbling from beneath. The ocean shook, the sky went black, and the captain quailed. And before us grew the angry jaws of a giant whale. Don't know how I survived. The crew all was chewed alive. I must have slipped between his teeth. But oh, what providence, what divine intelligence, that you should survive as well as me. It gives my heart great joy to see your eyes fill with fear. So lean in close, and I will whisper the last words you'll hear. Oh. Find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers, splinters, drag him to a hole until he wakes up, screaming, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. Oh. Find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers, splinters, drag him to a hole until he wakes up, screaming, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. Oh, find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers, splinters, drag him to a hole until he wakes up, screaming, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. Oh, find him, bind him, tie him to a pole and break his fingers, splinters, drag him to a hole until he wakes up, screaming, clawing at the ceiling of his grave. Oh. Thank you for indulging in me as I sing a little Quvar rendition of the Mariner's Revenge song. I hope you enjoyed your time. Thank you, Snake, for the applause. I'm playing around with the toning and the theming of it, and the cadence and the rhythm, the way I say it. It's a fun song. I do like it quite a bit. A bladder of steel. Got it. Not a blade of steel.
Clap, clap, clap. I'm clapping.
Thank you for the clap, clap, clap. I'm clapping. I appreciate it. You're very, very sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for clapping. Snake.
Thank you.
I'm back with cold water. Congratulations, Biospark. I hope that your cold water is wonderful. Q go pee, Toku go pee. I see nada. See nothing. The little bunny is there. I don't know what you're referring to, what you could possibly be referring to, but yes, I will pee absolutely very soon. Do not worry. Who did it? Wahapa. Who did it? Hello? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Cougar, for the 69 bits. Nice. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you. You know, contrary to popular belief, bits are not, in fact, infinite, so watch out. But thank you very much. And in a way, like, 69 does create, like, an infinite loop of, like, never mind. We'll talk about that during the kink tier list eyes emoji stream. I don't know if we'll talk about that. I don't know if that's a kink. That's just an act, isn't it? Regardless. Thank you all for dancing and headbanging along. I appreciate it. Puppy, you're here as well. Puppy, Biospark, wait, you guys are doing stuff. What are you doing? What are you up to? Why are you here listening to my bullshit? Thank you for the tongues. Thank you, Cougar, for bobbing your head as well. That's wonderful, beautiful. Really like the song. I love it a lot. It's really, really fun. Magnificent timing, as always. Yes, we do love stream elements. Stream elements seems to be getting better. Stream elements is very good. Emo, 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 emo. Thank you. I love listening to you sing. Oh, thank you, Snakey. Came back on this and I was wondering where I heard this before, and then I remembered. Where did you hear it before, Spider? It is the Mariner's Revenge song by the Decemberists. It is quite good. I've sang it a few times. This time I sang it with a little bit more of a normal, natural cadence. I often will attempt to sing it in the styling of the song itself, which is a lot more high-pitched, so it's a little something like...
We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors, in this belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill. You may not remember me, I was a child of 3, and you a lad of 18. But I remember you, and I will relate to you, how our history's in a weave.
I'm not doing the whole thing again. I have to pee at some point. Kuvar's fantastic singer, this is a hill I will die on. You're running up that hill, make a deal with God. Wow, good. 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 Thank you, Violet. You're very, very sweet. Rumbling. I like Bloodthirsty Q. I do get a little bloodthirsty in the song. I have to play it up, you know? Yeah, hello Yams, thank you, welcome back. I hope that the doggos are well fed. Kuvar, Sweeney Todd win. I've never watched Sweeney Todd. I'm familiar with some of the songs vaguely, I think. I mean, did I sing a Sweeney Todd song at some point? Or was that you singing it? I don't know, I'll look into it though. Return to the best part. Welcome back, Yams, perfect timing. Clap, clap. Nice. Yes, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Listen to stream moments. Thank you for the tongues, Cougar. Here, that's the only other time. Ah, understood. Totally valid, Spider. It's all me. It's always me. Yes, again, yeah, Kuvar, go pee. Dear gods, that was so heavy they knocked me down home. That's precious, but I hope you're okay. I hope you didn't bump anything too badly.
For everybody know what we're doing today.
What is it that we're doing today? I also realized I had fire crackling that entire time, too. So it wasn't just the song. There's also the vague sound of a fire in the background. Do not mind. We are burning. Burning! We're burning! Happy dogs, fuck that emote. That's what you meant to do. Understood. There we go. And, The fire crackling goes really well with the embers falling from the sky. A little bit. That's because I did November Rain earlier, so I had to have the sparkles happen. Getting Kuvar to watch Sweeney Todd. I'll watch it at some point. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. It was cucked me so many times. It does. It likes to cuck you very hard. Very hard and very good. Wait, hold up. No. Close out of that. And, what if I, maybe a little bit of, no, I'm done. I was thinking about doing more songs, but I should really stop. I said I was going to stop, and I didn't stop. Now I need to stop at some point. So, no, wrong one. Buttons. Hi, water. All right. We're going to end the stream now. We are going to send a funny little gamer raid to somebody that most of you are familiar with and are probably already indulging in. But regardless, we are going to send a raid to my sweet, precious baby boy, Puppy. We're going to hit him up style, because I've never gotten to raid Puppy before, so this will be a nice opportunity. Very busy bear. Thank you for the stream. You're very welcome. Take care of yourself before. Thank you for the wonderful songs. Thank you for being here. Yams, thank you for being wonderful. Not a karaoke streamer, by the way. Yes, I'm absolutely hashtag not a karaoke streamer. Or not a hashtag karaoke streamer. Either way, whatever way you want to look at it. Voice is now angelical and it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. We make this the raid message. Sure, what do you got? What do you want? I can do anything. Get Kuvar. Get Kuvar. There you go. That's your raid message. It's get Kuvar. Yes, pet the mods. Pet it. So thank you all for when he raids, he gets puppeted. He does get puppeted. So I rated him. I went get snickerdoodle, snickerdoodle, get snickerdoodle, get wolfed. That works too. Heck the wording again. No worries, you did fine. You're doing wonderfully, Yams. Do not fear. Peta. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for those who just stopped by to say hello. Thank you for those who stuck around for a while. Thank you to everybody so much. Thank you to the lurkers. You are my lifeblood. I appreciate you more than I can say. And as always on this day, I'll be back in a few hours. But first I have to pee and sleep. Thank you so much for everything. And never forget that I love you. And I'm proud of you. Thanks. Me too.
Berlin Boy 7323232. Somebody's getting